fantasize by being dipped in Diablo. The slick image of the illest killer, the Pablo. The slick finish with no gimmicks, rival Picasso. I diminish, there's no limit to where I can go. I could topple the M.
Hello YouTube, my name is Riz Ill and I'd like to welcome you back to this channel. The reason why I'm talking like this is because I have just come across a video that I want to react to that seems very interesting. Mainly because I see it all the time over here, these types of relationships where I live. It speaks to me as a Kenyan. This one says, woman says once she gets her tax return, she's leaving her husband and kids to meet African love in Kenya. There is a further 40-minute or so video that it'll be a mother to react to. I think I'd have to do reaction to it in pieces, like release pieces of it if I go into it. But we're going to look at this short clip of the situation. Yeah.
I'm planning to meet Kevin in February. I'm counting down the months to that time.
I asked her why February, and she said, well, because that's tax return time, and I'm entitled to half of your tax return. That way I can get to Africa, and I can have money for a ticket for him to come back.
Initially, I would go to Kenya without my children to be with Kevin, but I don't think we'll stay in Kenya, so we'll return. I'd like joint custody with the children, but I know they have a life here.
Sarah even told me that she would like to still stay married to me, but also marry him. She's crazy if she thinks that's going to ever happen.
My dream for Kevin and I is to build homes here and in Kenya. We'd have maybe even dual citizenship. It's expensive to travel, but we'll be patient.
I've told Sarah that Kevin's just using her to get into the United States.
Listen. I'm not like saying like I know everything because I'm Kenyan, okay? I grew up in South Africa. Fuck do I know about my country? I'm still learning. But in these like maybe 2 years or so that I've been back, one thing I've always heard is niggas who are named Kevin, who are from Kenya, dangerous. Dangerous the ladies. What do they call them? They call them Kevin. Aye, Kevin's dog. Kevin's will jack your bitch.
She told me, she said, well, if that's the case, I just learn a lesson and then come crawling back to you. I know you'll take me back.
My hope is that Kevin and I live together happily ever after.
We kind of made a list of your plan as you laid it out to us. Divorce Keith. Initially, the kids stay in America, potentially bring them to Kenya later. February of 2018, buy a ticket to Kenya with tax return and marry Kevin and stay in Kenya for 3 to 4 weeks. Have 50-50 custody arrangement with the 4 children with you. And then bring Kevin back to the U.S., set up home here, apply for dual citizenship and spend part of the year in Kenya and part of the year in the U.S. And in Kenya, live in the house that Kevin is going to build for you on his farm, right?
Right.
Run the orphanage with Kevin, and according to Keith, if it's a scam, she'll just go back to you, right?
Hello. Oh shit. I'm gonna find the Kenyan national anthem and I'm gonna put it over that moment. Oh shit. Let's go, Kevin. Fuck it. I have to find a way to react to this entire thing. Shit. Oh shit. Wait a minute.
That's what she said.
Why do you think he's interested in you in particular?
Hopefully because he loves me.
And you're 44, and he's 26, or 20, or 22, or 3, or 4, we don't know. So you're certainly old enough to be his mother. right?
Sure.
Alright, bro. That was the short clip of the conversation that's going on. I have to get into the 40-minute one, but basically, guys, this is a part one. This is a part one. I mean, I might go into it tomorrow, like in terms of we have to get into this. But I'll say this: white women that are seeing this, I come in peace, and I am not here to take advantage of you, but I'm gonna tell you how it is, bro, because I'm seeing it. It's in my environment. I have experience with it. Europeans or Americans or whatever white race you are, come over here to these African countries, especially older, more, past their primes. They come over here in search of like relationships, easier and more like, outgoing, submissive relationships with the men and women of my country or whatever. I've seen European men come over here and like just court or date like these young African girls and treat them and give them all their money and all of that, because in Europe it might be just basic money, but over here in Kenya it's big money. So they pretty much come, spend, throw money in there. The girls come and they live like kings, right? The women, it's pretty much the same thing. Whereas I don't know what they're going through back in your countries or whatever, you white women, but you pretty much come over here. I'm not saying all of you, but I've seen, I just saw it now. I was outside right now before I came back in here to do this reaction. These old white women coming over here, always hugged up on some young African man, always at the back of some young African man's motorcycle, holding him, hugging him. Like, no one is hugging each other while being on top of each other. Motorcycles are a thing over here, but no one is hugging each other like that on motorcycles. Even like an African couple, you don't see them hugged up like that, bro. Like the way white women hug up on African men, bro. And all I'm gonna say is, motherfucker, listen. Our lives ain't much in terms of maybe luxury and lifestyle. Let me be nice. Our lives ain't much in terms of luxury and lifestyle. A lot of like my people, they haven't seen much. They're looking for opportunity to better their lives. In search for that opportunity, they're willing to take a raw deal, because the raw deal is often better than their reality. I know what a raw deal is because I lived outside of my country. I was raised outside of my country in South Africa, and not in the impoverished parts. I was raised in the upper middle class to like touching on like the garments of the rich class, So I know being undervalued. I know my value. I know basically. I know more of the world, so I know what the fuck I'm talking about. It's a raw deal, both ways. You coming over here, you throwing your money around, and you looking for love. That's not how love is established. It just isn't. Cultures are different. The women or the men over here are gonna know the women and the men that are going with you better than you ever will. And you can't use money to buy that. You have to come with way more. You have to know each other. You can't just fall in love and come up with these ideas in your head because I don't know what's happening on your side ain't as exciting or whatever. It doesn't work like that. And I've seen a lot of people I've seen a lot of like relationships just like this end up bad. And you pretty much can't say, I can't believe this wasn't real. Come on, bro. Let me not even go as far as go and like record the outside, bro. But dude, stop. Wait a minute. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the post notifications, and we are gonna get more into this, bro. Because this is crazy. She fucked around and found a Kevin. Shit.